Go ahead.
Uh, when I was, I guess I was about 17, and I left here and went out to the shipyard, Newport News, to work. And this.
What year
girl,
was that? Do you know? What year was that? That would have.
That's about 38. 38 or 39, I guess, when I went out there. H.D., her cousin, I went the first time, and got down there and.
Which cousin now? You a minute ago
H.D.
you were talking about Doc Robbins. Which cousin?
Now this is his.
Clyden,
Oh,
Clyden's brother,
Okay.
Norman's brother, H.D. And H.D. decided he didn't want to work, and we come back. And I was working over, I got the blanket mill, a bedspread mill, and eat
Lakesville.
on the second shift. And Eldridge Smith and I worked together. And we got to talking about going down to shipyard and maybe go to work. And the guy we worked for was kind of hard on us, and we quit, I guess, about 3 different times. And before that let us out the gate, it'd make us go back up there and talk to him again. And then one night, something happened and we quit. When we got out the gate, the guy said, Mr. Tiller wants to see you back up in the office. We told him, said, we're not going back this time. Eldred had a 33 Plymouth car. We got in that thing and headed for Newport News. Got down there about daylight. Next morning, both of us went up and put in the application. They hired us right off. We had to come back home and get clothes before we could go to work. And I stayed there until February, I guess it was, of 42. The war had started. I had a deferment. They got me a deferment at the
To work there in the shipyards?
Yeah. And we had built that what's aircraft carrier? What they sunk one and then built another in the same name. It's down at Charleston now.
the
Lexington.
No, Yorktown. Yorktown.
Huh?
Yorktown.
Yorktown, yeah. I started on that when they first started the metal work. I was with the sheet metal division, putting in air conditioning, not air conditioning, but all that stuff.
Yeah.
And we built that thing completely, and after went up to the, after it was launched, went up to the anchorage that I was with the tank testers in. What we'd do, every compartment had to be tested for airtightness. And we'd have a port at the bottom of the door, and a valve, and we'd go in there and close the door. I had to take care of all of the sheet metal stuff, test that out. Then they'll have somebody else for the other thing. It'd be about 4 of us in there testing for airtightness. Guy outside would hook an air hose to that and build up so much pressure in it. And they would take candles and go around and see anywhere there was a leak.
See if air was leaking out.
Yeah.
So you worked in the shipyards until 42?
Yeah.
Is that when you went into?
Yeah. We put that thing in the water. I think it was in November. And working up there, and no heat as any one time. And I froze my butt off several times, sitting in them compartments for that air, and they're testing for leaks. And I got tired of it, and I went and told them, I said, I'm giving up my deferment, I'm leaving here. So in February, I left there and come home, told them down the draft board that I give it up, The next week they sent me to Camp Croft,
Where was that?
South Carolina.
Okay.
And that's give me an examination and sent me back home. I had 2 weeks. Then I had to report to Columbia at Camp. What's the name of that airman?
In Columbia?
In Columbia?
Yeah,
I didn't even know they had one in
I don't
Columbia.
know.
very
South
awesome.
Carolina?
Big, huge Army outfit there.
In Columbia?
Columbia, South Carolina. Yeah.
I think I heard maybe.
I don't remember that.
Anyhow, that's where I went back to, and that's where they assigned everybody where they wanted to go. Or they ask you where you want to go, you know,
Yeah.
Army, Navy,
What did
So
you
forth.
request?
and everybody was asking for the Air Force or something like that, and that ended up with the Navy. But they had asked me before if I would go into the paratroopers, because I was
Yeah.
so small. And I told them I didn't want that. And they asked me what else what I wanted. I said, well, anything else suits me. So they put me in the Air Force. That's what everybody else was asking for. Ended up with Navy. Me and Tommy Warren and Jeff
As
Ayers from Draper was the only ones from here that got the Air Force.
But that was called the Army Air Corps then, right?
Air Corps, Army Air Corps, yeah.